And coming to the comment from Deepthi ji, the best reply is when the patient comes to us from the allopathy side, saying that allopathy has not been working. I mean, we have like umpteen number of cases where they try all sorts of pathis and then finally fall into the lap of Mother Ayurveda. And I'm fairly new to this field, and I'm getting complicated cases from allopathy doctors. And so, though if we get a complicated cases, we can decipher in terms of Ayurvedic principles and come up with a treatment plan. It can be as a simple guna-wise analysis also, sir.
See, definitely, there are certain issues with this patient handling. You need to understand that. Like, whenever a new patient comes to us saying that I have tried all the allopathy and other things, it didn't work. So how can I go for it? That's why I came. I love Ayurveda. That's why I came here. Don't get carried away by these statements. This is the typical mentality of the patients. They'll price in front of you, and tomorrow if they go out of this and they didn't have the results or even the benefits from you, then they'll also blame you to the next doctor. So be careful when you're handling these patients. Don't get carried away by what they simply say. That you take it as just a word and keep it aside. See, whenever a new patient with a complicated things comes to us, it is our duty to just to decipher it in a different type of understanding, that what exactly he is suffering from, or what is his problems are, presenting complaints, from what may be the reasons for that. We try to understand what may be the nidhana, then what may be the dushya, what may be the dosha. So if when you put one by one, you put all these things and you just go through all the reports, what have been done previously, just analyze and summarize, then you will come to know what exactly he is doing with and dealing with. Then you can come to an understanding of your own way of describing a samprapti. Then you know the samprapti, then you could know also how to break the samprapti. So then accordingly choose a drug. So what should be the criteria? The criteria of selection drug should be based on samanya vichitra pratyarabdha. I mean, what is it? The samanya vishesha siddhanta. So based on that, a drug should be selected and accordingly used. Definitely, this will going to help us to cure the condition. And the one more point is, when we get a patient of highly complicated nature, you explain the prognosis and the probable outcome of the disease treatment. Then, with the due consent and all written required legal procedures, whatever it may be, future protective to you, all things should be done. Then you start your treatment. When in such a condition, if out of your treatment patient gets benefit, definitely it gives a plus point, and it not only simply gives a documentation to you, it also gives you popularity. So, and it also give you the confidence how to treat these even complicated cases. So that's why it is better to accept the complicated cases also. But if you know the limitations of what we can do, then you can go ahead with this. And definitely it has special benefits as well as some double-edged sword, something like that. So you should be very careful in handling this. But we should not simply reject those cases. We need to go for that, taking those cases. Amshamsha Kalpana, we say it, by bifurcating the things and pointing down, even to zeroing down to a particular level. Then accordingly, different drugs can be used with the different modalities. Maybe some Vyadhi Pratyanika Dravya can be used, or yoga can be used, or even some Lakshanika Chikitsa can be done. Definitely, according to the needs, we can do that.